All right. Happy Monday, or whatever day is watching for you guys on the recording. My name is Dylan. I'm going to be your instructor here, your coach here for the next 45 minutes. We have a TR45. It's the first one we're doing in these on-demand classes, or in these live classes if you're live with me. So I want you guys to make sure you're set and ready to go with everything you possibly need. So rower is obviously a huge component of your rowing classes. The TR45 is including a lot of rowing, so it's going to be half rowing, half floor work. If you do not have a rower, completely fine. It'll be 45 minutes of mixed body weight and weighted exercises. So I have kettlebells here. You can use dumbbells, you can use weighted cans, jugs of water, whatever you have at home, you can always grab and use for your weights as well. It's going to be very simple, very basic, but very, very effective. So run through it for you real quick. We're going to have a 5-minute warm-up. For those of you that want to start on the rower, we'll do our simple, normal 5-minute warm-up we always do in all of our classes. The first 2 to 3 minutes is just going to be you at a nice, easy pace. All right, and then I'll be calling out those stroke rates as we get to the last 2 minutes. It'll be 24, 26, and 28. We'll start at 24 for our full minutes, and then 26 and 28 will be each 30 seconds. All right, so for those of you that are going to be on the floor that do not have a rower, you can always start with some torso twists. So right here for me, give me some nice torso twists. For those of you on that rower, go ahead and get it set. I'm going to start on the rower as well. And then I will join you guys on the floor. You're going to be doing those torso twists I was showing you for 30 seconds. And again, for those of you that are going to be on the rower here, you are starting it out. You're going nice, easy pace. We always suggest somewhere between 18 to 24. It's just nice and easy. No big, strong pushes just yet. That's it, y'all. Now, for those of you that are on the floor, I want you to go ahead and give me some butt kickers here. Nice and easy, nice and simple. If you need to, you can always just step it one at a time. So, what I mean by that is either going nice and quick, getting those hamstrings warmed up, stretching out those quads, or it is again one at a time here. All right, you're here for 60 seconds on the floor, so take your time, no need to rush through it. You have plenty of time. You have 30 more seconds until we switch it up. For those of you that are on that rower, you are still here for another couple of minutes. All right, just nice and easy. Remembering to focus in on that form. Legs, core, arms, arms, core, and then legs. And remember, 60% of that stroke is coming through that leg drive. The final 40% is split evenly between your core and your arms at the top. That's it, y'all. Now, for my people on the floor, you're going to start with some good mornings after those butt kickers in 3, 2, and 1. Give me some good mornings here, so it's just a body weight deadlift. I'm going to show you real quick from the side. Hands behind your head, pushing that butt back, up and through, down, up and through. Now the point here is to keep your chest up and open. Bring those shoulders back behind you, and you just hinge at your hips, down, and then up and through, down, up and through. So again, stretching out those hamstrings, stretching out those glutes here. I'm showing you from the side because I want you to see how flat my back stays the entire time. Again, I'm hinging at the hips. I'm not bending at the waist. There's a difference between those two. Hinging at those hips means that your chest stays proud, your back stays flat. If you're just bending at the waist, it's going to bend your spine. That's not what we want. All right, we have about 30 seconds left here, 30 more seconds, and then we'll go ahead and switch to some inchworms, walking it in and walking it back out on the floor. For those of you that are on that rower, you're going to give me about 30 more seconds here. When we switch to those inchworms here on the floor, you're going to give me 24 on that stroke rate and just hold it for a full 60 seconds. That's 5 seconds. On the floor, in 3, 2, and 1, walk it out, and then walk it right back in. For those of you on that rower, you're finding 24 on that stroke rate. 24, out, and back in on the floor. So, rowers. That big number on that screen is what you're searching for, that 24. Easiest way to find and hold that 24 is to count to yourself in that 1 second back, 2 seconds in ratio. 1 back, and then 2 back to that catch. That's it, y'all. That's what we call our pressure test here. So, I want you to really focus in on driving those legs, maybe just a little bit harder. Come back in, nice and slow. Good, we have about 15 seconds here. That's it, y'all, that's it. For those of you on the floor, you're going to a high plank in 5 seconds. When we switch to 26 on this rower, you have 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Switch it to a high plank on the floor. Those of you on that rower, start picking up that pace just a little bit. Still keeping that strong push to those legs. The only difference is that recovery time is just a little bit less. That's it for those of you that are holding that plank now. I'm gonna add a little bit to it. Now push back into a down dog and then back into that plank. So from here, push back down dog and then back to that high plank. Make sure on the floor you are fully resetting into that high plank. You're not dropping your hips towards the floor. You're not starting to bend those elbows. Keep everything nice and upright, nice and straight, and keep that core tight. You release just slightly as you push back. Try and feel that stretch in those hamstrings and in those shoulders. For those of you that are on that rower, you're gonna give me 3, 2, and 1. Find 28 for me here, find 28. For those of you that are on the floor, we have 60 seconds left, 60 more seconds here. So we're going into some mountain climbers here. For the first 30 seconds, I want you to take it nice and slow, driving one knee at a time. Drive one knee at a time, and then we'll pick up that pace. All right, we have about 10 seconds on the floor until you pick up that pace. For those of you that are on that rower, keeping that strong push back, finding 28 on that big number. On the floor, pick up that pace if you can in that mountain climber. We have 30 seconds left. That's it, my rowers, that's it. Big strong push back. Make sure you find that 28 and try to hold it. We have 10 seconds here, 10 more seconds. Breathe, breathe. That's it. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, go ahead, bring it back, unstrap those feet. Shake it out from here. You have about 60 seconds right here. 60 seconds, and then we'll go right into our real work. My rower is gonna start with an inverse ladder. We're going to, an inverse pyramid, not inverse ladder. Inverse pyramid, so we're gonna start at the top, work our way down, and then right back up to the other side. So it'll start with 28, work our way down to 26, 24, 22 is the bottom, and then back up to 26, 24, 26, and then 28, excuse me. So once we start with that inverse pyramid, top, down, and back up, as we get to the bottom at that 22, I want to all power through those legs. All right, nice and strong, push back, nice slow recovery back in. For those of you on the floor, we're going to start with just a simple squat. You can grab your weights or you can do body weights. We're going to get started here. Again, on that rower, you're here at 28 in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 28 on that rower on the floor. Nice and easy squats here. Grab one, grab 2 weights if you would like. Make sure that weight is back in those heels with every single rep. Push that butt back, squeezing those hips forward, those glutes together. And for those of you that are on that rower, you have about 10 seconds here, 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and drop to your 26. On the floor, you're here for a full 60 seconds. You'll not change anything until they go to 24. So make sure that form is perfect. For those of you on that rower, take it to 26 for me here. Let's go up to 26, that's it. Breathe, breathe, inhale down. Exhale up as you're on that floor. If you're on that rower, you exhale as you push back as hard as you can. Inhale, nice and slowly forward. We're going down to 24 on that rower. In 3, 2, and 1. Find 24 for me here on the floor. Now you just hold and pulse. It is only 30 seconds, and then we will grab the other weights or grab both the weights if you don't have any, and go into a reverse lunge with a bicep curl. That's it, y'all. You have 15 seconds here. Let's go, halfway. Keep breathing, keep that chest proud. Notice how my back is not falling forward, or my back is not bending, my chest is not falling forward. Keep that butt down, keep that chest proud. Breathe, breathe. That's it, y'all. In 3, 2, rowers, go to 22 for me here. 22, nice and strong and powerful. On the floor, you will lunge and then curl. Switching sides, alternating legs with every rep. If you want to do them together, come down, curl at the bottom, stand back up. That's gonna make it a little bit harder on you. It forces you to have just a little more control. All right, my rowers, you are halfway through. You have 30 seconds here. I'm gonna finish this 30 seconds with you. So I need you to push through. Big, strong push. Nice, slow recovery. Strong push, slow recovery. That's it. 22 is where you're keeping it. That's it, y'all. That's it. Breathe through, breathe through. That's in 10. For those of you on the floor, we're going to lateral to a front raise. In 3, 2, and 1. Rowers, 24 for me here. 24 on that monitor. Now, for those of you on the floor, lateral to front raise. Lateral to front raise here. You can always alternate one at a time if you need. Go right, left, and then do the same for that front raise as well. Side or one at a time. That's it, y'all. That's it. Now, my rowers, I need you to hit 26 for me here. 26. Pick up that pace just a little bit more. We're starting to come through. That's it, y'all. On the floor. You're almost there. Breathe, breathe. Every single rep counts. That's it, that's it. Those of you that are on that rower, we're gonna switch it up here. In 3, 2, and 1. Find 28 to finish here. 28 on the floor now. Drop those weights. Come all the way down into that push-up position. Give me push-ups here for the final 20 seconds. Everything you've got, as many push-ups as you possibly can. This is full body here, so I need you to push through and get as much out of this as you possibly can. We have less than 10. My rowers finish strong with that 28. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, shake it out, my rowers. Relax for a second. Now, we're going into yet another rowing set. We have repeats. All right, so this one's gonna be a full 7-minute block of time. My rowers, you're going to start at 24, nice and easy. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So be nice and 24, nice and easy. That's your off time. That is your active recovery. And then you will pick up the pace and shoot through to 28 or higher for 30 seconds. Drop back down and then push through again. All right, so it is 30 seconds of active recovery, 30 seconds of actual work. We're gonna go through that, alternate between the two for a full 7 minutes, all right? Catch your breath, you still got about 30 seconds here until we get it started. For those of you that are going to be on the floor, we're going through a very similar structure to what they're doing as well. So we're going to start with a 30-second march in place. And then when they take off, so do we, all right? So we'll do 30 seconds of a nice, easy part of an exercise, and then 30 seconds all out. For those of you on that rower, why don't you start at 24 here in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 24 on that rower. We have 30 seconds here until we take up that pace. For those of you on the floor, you're right here with me. Chest is up, core is tight, driving one knee at a time. Breathe through. Exhale as you come up, inhale down. You have 10 seconds until we pick up that pace in those high knees. I'm going to join the rowers at their 28 or higher for their 30-second sprint in 3, 2, and 1. For those of you on the floor, take off in those high knees as fast as you can. Or, if you don't feel like jumping in between, you do not have to. I just want you to pick up that pace just a little bit wherever you are. We have 15 seconds, and then those of you on the floor, we're going to a slow burpee. On the rower, you're dropping back to 24 in 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, 24, nice in those strokes. For those of you on the floor, come all the way down to your high plank. A slow burpee is exactly the same as a normal burpee, but you're just stepping in and out, slow, and control a little calf raise at the top. Now, in 10 seconds, when they pick up their pace, we're going to a full-on burpee, in, out, all the way up, all the way down, full jumps. If you can't, step it in a little bit quicker. We have 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Rowers, 28 for me here. That's it, 28, 28. We have less than 20 seconds here, less than 20 seconds. And then for those of you on the floor, we'll switch it back up. That's it, y'all. Earn that next active recovery. For those of you on that rower, you have 5. Going back to 24 in 3, 2, and 1. 24, slow it down and breathe. All right, now for those of you on the floor with me, we're gonna walk it up into a pike and then walk it back out. This is all you're doing for the first 30 seconds. Now, the second half, the second 30 seconds is gonna be not so much plyometric, but we're going to add an overhead press or a pike push-up. All right, whatever you wanna call it. Now, we're gonna start there. Rowers in 3, 2, and 1. Find 28 for me here on the floor. Pike push-up, walk it back out. Walk it up as high as you can. Push up, walk it back out. For those of you that cannot do that overhead push up, just walk it up and walk it back, same as you were doing before. We have 10 seconds left here, 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over to our back on the floor. My rowers, you get that next recovery in 3, 2, and 1. Recover, find 24 for me here on the floor. We have bicycles here, nice and slow, nice and controlled. All right, rowers, I'm gonna join you for this next 45 seconds. We have 15 left in this recovery, 30 of an all-out push. For those of you on the floor, remember, slower to faster, same as next exercise. So, you have the bicycles down, now pick up that pace. Let's go on the rowers. You do the same, we have 30 seconds here, all out. Max out, let's go. Breathe, breathe. You have 10 more seconds on the floor. You're gonna stay on your back and you're just going into normal full sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. All right, rowers, slow it down. Breathe and relax. All right, people on the floor, just a normal sit-up here. Normal sit-up. Those abs might be burning just a little bit. Good. That's what we're fighting for, is a little bit of a burn, that little push. All right, for those of you on that rower, you have 10 seconds on the floor. And instead of those full sit-ups, you're just gonna hold it halfway and give me a little pulse crunch. Don't let that back touch the floor. You have 3, 2, and 1. Rowers, let's go. Pick it up, pick it up. On the floor, you're holding halfway in that crunch and just pulsing up and down a couple inches at a time. Let's go, 15 left. On the floor, you're gonna give that core a break. In 10, we'll stand up to that mat and get bodyweight squats. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rowers, slow it down. Keep a decent push through your legs, but remember, this is your active recovery, so I need you to think about your breathing. Drop that breath, drop that heart rate. For those of you on the floor, you're just here. 10 more seconds. We're gonna go to squat hops for that 30. Rowers, you know the deal. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. On the floor, little hops here. Modification squats to calf raise. If you don't feel like hopping, you can keep it low impact if you'd like. That is completely fine by me. Just make sure you're moving a little bit quicker and challenge yourself just a little bit more. Rowers, you have 10 seconds left. Come on. Let's go. We have 1 more round coming up. Breathe, breathe. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, go ahead. Shake it out. On the floor, come on down to a seated position. Rowers, 24. On the floor, you're touching one toe at a time. Now, my floor. In 15 seconds, we're gonna go to a crab hold with this same exercise. Watch me first, got about 10 seconds until we get to it, but once you see what it looks like, you're gonna hold that butt up here. All of those triceps, you come up, tap, up, and tap. Try to keep your butt off the floor the entire time. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, rowers. Final sprint here. Make this the best one so far. Let's go, let's go. And floor, I saved the best for last as well. Let's go, come on. Push, tap, squeeze through that core. Keep that butt off the floor. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, breathe, stretch out for a second. We have 60 seconds here to breathe until we go into that next set. Rowers, I need you to breathe. Take your time here, focus. All right, so we have a mixed set coming up. That means there's going to be a mix of rowing and floor work. So we're gonna start with floor work, so everybody's gonna be on the floor to start. We have a squat hold to a front press. All right, so whatever weight you have, you're holding your squat, push, pull, push, and pull. You're squeezing that weight with your hands, trying to drive those palms together. You have 30 seconds there. Then we'll go to a squat to an overhead press. So you're gonna need 2 weights here, squat, overhead press for 30, here, and up. And then you go into 30 seconds of a plank saw. So you just come forward and back, forward and back. My rowers, we'll do that 2 times through, and then you'll hop on that row for a full minute, all out row. For those of you on the floor, we're going to do something a little bit different. For that 1 minute, we're going into a little bit of core work, all right? So we'll get to that when we get there, but I want you to take this next 15 seconds to breathe, catch your breath just a little bit more, and then we'll go ahead and get started here with that squat hold to front press. Again, we're going through that 2 times through, and then we'll switch to that rower and that plyometric cardio work. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Down, and out, and back. Push, and pull. From the side, I'll show you again here. Squat down, you hold here, push, and back. Notice how my legs are not going above or way below 90 degrees. I'm just trying to hold at 90 degrees. Elbows come wide at the back. Push and squeeze to the front. You have 3, 2, and 1. Pick up that other weight now. You squat, suppress, squat, suppress. If you need to, you can always rest those kettlebells, those weights on those shoulders on the way down, and then press to the top. What I do not want to see are your elbows coming all the way down below shoulder height. Try to keep them up, whether they're here or out here. Up and down. Keep your elbows high. It's going to protect those shoulders in the long run. We have 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, go ahead. Drop down, forward, and back. Forward, and back. Let's go. Sawing, back, and forth. Come up to those tippy toes, back to the balls of your feet. Tippy toes, back to the balls of your feet. You're pushing those shoulders over those hands, and then back behind. Over, and then back behind, all right? A lot of cues, a lot going on, but make sure you're staying mentally focused on how your body is feeling. Squeeze through your core. You have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, stand up, grab that 1 weight. We're right back at it. Hold that squat, push, and pull. Push, and pull. Let's go, come on. You're already halfway through. You have less than 15 seconds. Give me everything you possibly can. I know you're sweating. I know you're starting to get out of breath. That's good. That's where you want to be. You have 5 seconds left. Then we're going for that overhead press with that squat. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Down, up, down, up. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes at the top and then pressing up through the tops of those shoulders here. You have 15 seconds left. 15 more seconds here. Struggle through it. I don't care how many reps you get in this 30 seconds. It's all about the effort. It's all about the form. Take your time. Slow it down if you have to. Make sure the form is perfect. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get those weights out of the way. Down to those elbows as quickly as you can. Forward and back. Let's go. Forward and back. Hold, squeeze. You have less than 30 seconds. Rower's gonna hop on that rower. It's only gonna be about 10 to 15 second transition, so I need you to move quick. Set your monitor to 1 minute, or I'll have it on mine. If you don't have time to set it, just listen for my cue. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, shake it out, hop on that rower. 1 minute, all out, get those feet strapped in. You have about 10 seconds from this point. All right, 10 more seconds here. For those of you that are on the floor, you're going to stand up, and we're actually going to go into some bicep curls. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. I know I said abs, but I want you to get those bicep curls in. We'll do our abs on the second sprint that they have. Let's get those biceps in here. That's it, y'all, that's it. Come on, let's go. Breathe through, breathe through. On the rower, it's about getting as many meters as you possibly can here. As many meters as you possibly can. You have 15 seconds left. Let's go. Breathe, breathe. Everything you've got. Push through, push through. For those of you on the floor, what I want to see from you here now is to reciprocate 1 at a time. They're passing in the middle. There's constant movement, constant motion. I want you to burn those biceps out. Let's go. Let's go. Breathe, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Rowers, breathe. Hop off of that rower. Got a little bit of time to transition. We're gonna grab that 1 kettlebell again, or that 1 weight that you have, hold your squat, and get that chest press. 2 more rounds through that floor work. 1 more sprint on that rower. We'll have a break, and then we'll move forward. That's it, y'all. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Hold, press, and pull. Press, and pull. Squeeze through. Exhale out, inhale back. Exhale, inhale back. Make sure you're squeezing that dumbbell as hard as you possibly can. Exhale out, inhale back. You have last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now grab the other weight for me here. Grab the other. Squat, overhead press. Squat, overhead press. A lot of leg work for you here, as well as the rest of your body. It's a total body workout here, so make sure you're focused on everything, every muscle group as you're working it. Your core should always be tight. Always, always, always remembering that your core needs to stay tight, stay engaged. That's gonna help keep your balance. It's gonna help keep you pushing through and focusing on the muscle groups that we're really working. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come on down into that saw. Forward and back. Forward and back. Keep pushing through. Keep breathing, y'all. You're almost there. Find that little extra push, that little extra boost that you need. You have 10 seconds left. You're going back up to the top, holding that squats. Press out and back. You have 3, 2, and 1. Stand up. Last time through this work here. Push and pull. Push and pull. Let's go, let's go. Out and back in. Out and back in. We're almost there. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, you have 15 seconds left. Everything you've got, do not quit. Do not stop. Let it shake. Let it burn. Yes, you can. Yes, you will, y'all. Let's go. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, go ahead and grab those weights. 1 in each hand. Squats. Overhead press. Again, keeping those elbows high. Squats. Overhead press. Breathe. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. My rowers, you have less than 45 until you're back on that rower for a 200-meter sprint. All right, so I will do that sprint with you. Those of you on the floor, we're gonna go to ski abs for the length of that rowing. You have 3, 2, 1. Drop your weights. Head down to your low plank here. Forward and back. Forward and back. Let's go, let's go. Saw forward and back for me here. You have 15 seconds left. Now, for those of you that are on the floor wondering what the heck ski abs are, in that little transitionary time, I'm gonna show you a couple reps so you understand what it looks like, and then we'll get right into it as soon as we can. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, go ahead. Breathe for a second here. My rowers get set on that rower. So for these of you on the floor, real quick, ski abs are from a high plank position. You jump to the right or your left, out, back, out, back. All right, you are here, side to side. Modification, just step to either side if you would like. It's all about working your core and getting that heart rate up. All right, y'all. On that rower, we have 5. On the floor, you have 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, come on. If we're fast on this rower, you don't have to do very many ski abs. Let's go, come on. That's it, y'all. Push. I'm halfway through already. Where you guys at? Let's go. Breathe. Big exhale back. Inhale forward. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Pre-rack for me here. Breathe. Take a second. All right, y'all. Got a little bit of time here. Now, we have one more working set coming up. We're going to start with some floor work. Go into some work on that rower. Then we'll finish this one off like we do with our in-person classes. We're going to have a minute 30 race. So get ready for that, but first, we still have about 10-ish minutes left of some work. So on the floor, we're going to start with a little bit of full body work. You're going to pick up those weights. You're going to start with a full deadlift, wide row, stand up. You'll have 60 seconds there. From there, we're going to go ahead, drop one dumbbell or kettlebell or weight, whatever you have, or if you want to hold both, be my guest. But you're going to come overhead. We have an overhead tricep extension. We will pulse halfway through, and then we'll drop back down into a wide bicep curl. We'll be here for 30, and then we'll switch to our normal curl for 30. And then we'll go to one last little exercise. We're gonna go into a mountain climber push, but it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna cross body in those mountain climbers, and then we'll get on that rower. We'll have some rowing work, we'll have some more work on the floor, and then we'll go ahead and finish off with that final race. All right, y'all, so grab those weights, heading into that work in 3, 2, and 1. Deadlift down at the bottom, wide row, stand and squeeze. Deadlift, wide row, stand and squeeze up for me here. From the side, again, back is flat, pushing that butt back, wide row, and then stand to the top. You're about halfway through here. It's a full 60 seconds because it's a combo move. You're working a lot of different muscles all at the same time. Make sure on that deadlift, as you push your butt back, you're not trying to reach all the way to your toes, all the way to the floor. Notice how I do that. My back starts to arch and fall forward. Come down until you feel that stretch. It's about halfway down. Your shins here, while your hips are making a 90-degree angle, your back is flat. You row there, and then you stand back up. All right, y'all, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, bring it up. Drop one overhead here. Overhead tricep extension. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up here. Breathe, breathe. That's it, y'all. Keep those knees slightly bent. Don't want to fully lock up those joints. That pushes your hips forward, pushes that chest forward, pushes that butt out. We want to keep everything in a nice straight line from shoulders to hips. We're going to hold and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Hold and pulse. Notice how close my biceps are to my ears, to my head. I don't want your elbows way out here. It's only going to hurt those shoulders. Keep it nice and close. And pulse for me here. Continue to breathe. Do not hold that breath. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it burns, you have to continue to breathe, forcing the oxygen to the muscles that you're working. You have 10 seconds left. Breathe, breathe. That's it, y'all. Bicep curls in 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead into your wide curls here. 30 seconds of wide curls. Then we'll bring those hands in for 30 seconds of that close grip. Exhale up, inhale down. That's it, breathe. Exhale up, inhale down. Those shoulders are rolled out, chest is proud. Out and back down. Elbows are staying in as tight as you can. You have 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out if you need. Elbows come in nice and close. And curl here. If you've ever done a preacher curl, this is very similar. There's always some sort of surface that your elbows rest on for a preacher curl. So it's only in your biceps, taking that swing out of those shoulders. So from here, your elbows are resting right on those ribs, right on that belly, wherever they are. Down, up and squeeze. Inhale down, exhale up. That's it, y'all. We have 3, 2, and 1. Come on down for a high plank here. Give me those shoulder taps. Shoulder taps here, 30 seconds, and then we'll have a 30-second transitionary break. We'll hop back on that rower, or you'll stay down here if you don't have a rower, and we'll move forward. We have an inverse ladder coming up here. It's only gonna be a few minutes. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be involving a lot of speed, and then we're gonna finish strong with that final race. You have 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, take a break here, 30 seconds. So for my rowers, inverse ladder, you're gonna start at the top at your 28, you work your way down to 26, 24, 22, 20 is gonna be the final. So you start with your speed, you'll finish with your power, all right? It's going to be 4 minutes long. You have just a couple of seconds here. Get on that rower, set it to 4 minutes if you'd like, or just go ahead and start out at 28 in 3, 2, and 1. For those of you on the floor, I want you to give me pump press jacks here in that plank position. So out and in, out and in. Feet come out, come back in, out and in. If you need to, you can always modify and step it out 1 at a time, 1 at a time. Let's go. For those of you on that rower, you're down to your halfway point. 28 to finish for your final 30 seconds here, and then you'll drop down to 26. Every time we drop down to that lower stroke rate, once you add just a little bit more power, try to keep that split time the same or as close to that starting split time as you can. We have 15 seconds left. That's it. On the floor, stay strong, stay with us, stay focused here. Breathe through, breathe through. That's it, 5, 4, rowers tap down to 26 here, add a little bit of power. Now for those of you that are on the floor, I want you to go ahead, stand up for me here, nice wide stance, side to side in those side lunges. Side to side, work a little bit different angle of those legs, those glutes and those hamstrings here. Side to side, let's go, let's go. For those of you that are on the floor, from the side, I will show you here. Notice how when I come down, my butt pushes back. All the weight is in that standing heel. My knee is behind my toes, not in front. Down, up. The opposite leg goes nice and straight as you lean and lunge from side to side here. That's it. We have 15 seconds. My rower is dropping down to 24. Coming up in 10. That's it, that's it. Rowers, you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Now, on the floor, I want you to come all the way back down to that push-up position here. We're gonna push back to a down dog. We're gonna do a dive bomber push-up. So you're gonna come through, up into either that cobra for your legs on the floor or the upward facing dog. Then we'll just push back. So dive through, make a nice big wave with that body. And then from there, just push straight back up. Down, up, push straight back up. If you are strong enough, I want you to go out the way you come in. Last 30 seconds, just like this here. Down, up, and then try to push back through those triceps and those shoulders. Down and back. If that's too much, just come up and then transfer back to that down dog. You have 10 seconds left here, 10 seconds left. For those of you on that rower, dropping down to 22. Even more power in 3, 2, And one, more power on the floor. Why don't you go ahead, hop up for me here, and give me high knee side to side. Make sure you're pausing on that 3. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. If you need to, just step side to side. If you don't feel like jumping, you don't have to, but I do want that pause on either side because that's gonna force that bounce. It's gonna force your core to work even harder for you. Make sure when you're driving those knees, you're really focusing on that core work. Driving up through your lower core here. We have less than 20 seconds here. Come on, y'all. Push through. My rowers, you have one more left. Going down to 20. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. For those of you that are on the floor here, I want you to come down, bring those hands up overhead, reach, tap the outside of your right or your left knee, come all the way around, and tap. All the way around, tap. Up and around, side to side. Opening, and then closing. It's a small little sit-up. Not all the way up to the top. You're about halfway until you tap, keeping that core, those obliques, everything engaged, up and around. You have 30 seconds left. 30 more seconds here. My rowers, same go for you. Power through that rowing here. 20 is on that monitor. It stays there. That split time should be about the same as where you started. If you can, for the last 15 seconds, push even harder. Try to drop that split time by 3 to 5 seconds more for your final 10. That's it. Push. You have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and breathe. All right, y'all. We have about 60 seconds here. Shake those legs out. My rowers, again, minute and a half. Set your timer to a minute and a half. For those of you that are on the floor, we have a little surprise for you. We're gonna go into a little burpee challenge for your final minute and a half. We're gonna be pushing on that rower as hard as we possibly can, using over 85% of our muscles just by rowing. So it's only fair for the people on the floor to be working just as hard to finish, all right? You have 30 seconds left here. Grab some water, towel it off, shake it out. My rowers, since I left you hanging on that last set, I'm doing the minute and a half with you on this rower. And those of you that are gonna be on the floor, you all know how to do a burpee. Do as many as you possibly can in that minute and a half that you have. All right, rowers, you have 10 seconds. Feet are strapped in, nice and tight. My floor, make sure you push as hard as you can, as many as possible in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. My rowers, you know it's as many meters as you can possibly get in that minute and a half. That's it, y'all. Exhale back, inhale forward on that rower. The first 30 to 45 seconds, you're finding a nice solid pace. The second half is where you turn it up and start to make up some ground. Less than 60, let's go. That's it, y'all, let's go. Last 45 seconds. On the floor, I need you to keep pushing. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Believe in yourself. I know I should believe in you. That only goes so far. Especially through a TV or computer screen. I need you to believe in yourself so you make yourself better every single step, every burpee, every rep. Let's go. Last 20. Last 10. That's it. That's it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and breathe. Shake it out. Unstrap those feet. Collapse on your mat if you're doing those burpees. We have a couple minutes here. We'll shake it out, we'll stretch it out, and then you're free to go. All right, so if you're on that rower, or you're not, you can do this on the floor as well. Put those feet back in, those foot plates, or just straighten your legs on the floor. And we'll go ahead and stretch towards those toes here. Getting those hamstrings stretched out, leading with your chest. Big, big, big exhale. As you come forward, shake it out, breathe. Good, that's it. Now, once you come up, go ahead and twist to one side or the other. If you're on the floor, you can do the same thing, but cross one foot over and hit the other side. All right, y'all, go ahead and switch sides for me here. Awesome, awesome job. I know you did an awesome job because I'm out of breath, I'm sweating. I worked hard just teaching that, so I know you definitely worked hard taking it. Appreciate the hard work, we appreciate the support, the love from the community, from my Total Row crew, even if it is through a screen. I want you to go ahead, give me a little figure 4 here. Bringing that foot as high as you can, stretching out glutes, hamstrings, IT band, hips. Good, switch sides for me here. If you guys ever have any questions, feedback, concerns, don't be afraid to let us know. Send us direct messages on Instagram or Facebook. At Total Row Buckhead is the studio specifically. At Total Row is our overarching corporate page. If you want to just go ahead and send a message there. It is run by all of our amazing people, so no matter where you send it, we're definitely going to get it. All right, y'all. Reach from side to side here. Getting those hamstrings just a little bit more. Now from here, I want you to walk those feet in, around. If you're on that rower, we're going to that runner's lunge. So your shin and your knee go on that seat, push back forward, that runner's lunge here. If you're on the floor, same exact thing. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Switch sides for me here. Good, just focus on that breath. Now I want you to come up. We're going into a final deep breath here. So, fold forward, on the way up, nice deep breath into the top. And exhale down, give yourselves a round of applause. Happy Monday. If you're live, whatever other day it is for you, if you're watching this, hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing week. Please reach out if you need anything. We miss you guys. Hope to see you back in the studio soon. We'll see you later. Peace out.